conversation I often have with couples when they're reviewing their wills is, can I provide for my partner, but also provide for my children? And the answer is yes. Typically, people think of passing everything outright to the survivor of them, and you can do that, but there are, of course, some risks with doing that. The most important being that the other person could, after you've died, change their will and leave everything to someone else, leaving out your children entirely. So one thing you can do to help mitigate that risk is, rather than give them everything outright, you might give them a life interest. Now, a life interest allows the survivor to make use of the assets, but doesn't give them a right to the capital. So where there's property, they can live in the property. Where there's cash, they have a right to the income, they have a right to the dividend paid out on investments, they have a right to the bank interest on bank accounts, but they don't have a right to the underlying capital. When the survivor then dies, that capital is then protected for the next generation, so for your children potentially. If that's something you think would be useful for you to discuss further, then please do reach out. I'd be happy to discuss it further to check that it is right for you. Trusts are really useful, but they have to be used in the right way. So do make sure you get the proper advice before putting them in place.